Mm-hmm. Hi, Chris. It's all right.
My coworker Shelby.
Hi.
Thanks for meeting with us.
Mm,
Did you get a hold of Miranda?
no.
Mm.
What was her last name again?
Yeah.
And her email is...
Miranda has at tjcity.org.
Okay, so you guys are with the
Yeah, we're
PD. Okay. It said sheriff's... It says sheriff's office on your caller ID, so... Mhm.
Yeah, so I just had a few questions. Can you actually own that van?
No.
Who does?
My mother,
Who's your mother?
Severiana Dimopoulos,
Okay. And where does she live out of?
Texas.
Texas?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. And then was there any property that might left in the van?
I'm not sure. That's what the detective said. Mr. Schumann asked me. So I don't know.
Okay. Do you have more than one cell phone?
Um, no.
No. So the only phone that you have is the one that I've been talking to you on? And if there was a phone inside the van, would that belong to you or
No.
no?
No. He asked me if that was my phone on the dash,
Right?
right? And I didn't know at the time, but that it's not.
No.
I found my phone here.
What about the Chicago Cubs hat that was on the dashboard?
I don't know. I do not know.
No,
He usually wears beanies. Is that why he was asking me about the hat?
I don't.
Oh,
Anybody asked you about that?
he was really, really intent on like, was he wearing a hat? And I was like, I don't know, he could have been. Yeah.
Okay. And then, do you use drugs at all?
No, not anymore.
What did you use?
I used pot a lot.
Okay. So I executed a search warrant on the van yesterday, right? And I found a hypodermic needle and a meth pipe.
Okay. Not
Neither
mine.
one are like it's not a huge deal.
Right.
I'm
Right.
just curious. Did you ever use meth or
Briefly when I was with my ex.
so? if there was a meth pipe or there was a meth pipe, could that be yours?
Not mine.
No.
No, no, I'm in a DHS case. I can't use even pot, even with my medical card.
Right. Just out of curiosity, so during that search warrant, we discovered two large transformers in the back of your van.
Transformers?
Yes.
Like
Like
like electrical components?
Yes.
Like how large? Like I'm thinking like
Like the ones that are hanging on the power lines.
like no.
Like a transformer.
I don't know what a transformer is.
Here, I'll show you a picture of it that I took.
Okay.
Do you remember having any type of large item in the back of your
Yeah, a recliner.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? You mean like
Yeah. There were two of those back there.
holy shit. That must be his.
How would they get in there?
So I was thinking about it after Mr. Schumann was asking me questions, and he kept asking me about, like, a hat and property and stuff, and like he asked me so many questions that made me think about what was going on. I was listening to music at the time. I thought that he was trying to get in the back of my van, but it did seem like he like tried to get into the back of the van, and I was like, dude, you got to sit up front. You know, there's no seatbelts back there. Like even that recliner, I thought he was trying to sit in the recliner, but he could have put some property. Like I don't know how heavy are those?
Well, so
It's
Mike
like
was the only one
200.
that you picked up, right?
Mhm.
Was there anybody with him?
Somebody, he was supposedly there with somebody. Um, I don't know who that person was. I didn't see them. I didn't talk to them. It was very sketchy.
Did they get to you? Did they go up to your van?
I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention. If I had known what was going to happen, I would have paid way more attention.
You probably wouldn't have gone if you'd have known that the person you were picking up was going to die.
I would have gone a lot earlier.
So, but back to my previous question, how did they get in your van? Because I took them out of your van, and there's no fucking way that Mike does it by himself. Like literally no way.
How heavy are they?
Well, they're extremely heavy.
I can't tell from the picture. Like
Yeah.
because it sounded like it felt like he got into the van, so it was like at least 200 pounds.
That's what Mike weighs. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But he
So
was in the front seat, correct?
he got in the front seat once I was like, dude, you can't go back there. Like you have to come up front.
So did he get into the front seat via the front door, or did he go from the
He
back
tried.
of the
He
van
tried
all the way to
getting. He closed the door and then he came around and got in.
How long do you think that took?
Within 5 minutes. It took a long time, actually. Actually, yeah, it did take a long time.
So what you're saying is you have no idea how those transformers wound up in the back of you.
I don't know for sure, but like piecing everything together, that is probably what I felt. I thought that was him trying to climb in through the back to get in that chair. He seemed fine at that time. It was like within 5 minutes of him, getting in and me driving towards the hospital. Within 5 minutes, he started talking about he can't breathe and started to have a heart attack.
What did he call you? Why did he want you to pick him?
I don't know. He told me that he was paranoid, that he didn't feel good. I thought that he wanted attention because he did that a lot. I thought he wanted attention, and I kind of blew him off for a little bit, and it got like more and more serious to where I could tell something was wrong. And then I went and got him. I am almost wondering if whoever he was with had something to do with everything
based on
is because like thinking back in hindsight, I didn't take him seriously because he was very alarmist and he very much exaggerated about stuff. He's extremely paranoid. And also he really liked me, so he did a lot of stuff to get attention. But thinking back, I almost feel like he was trying to get out of there. Like whoever he was with, I feel like he was like scared.
Okay. How are you communicating with him?
Phone
Like phone calls or text messages?
phone calls.
Are there going to be text messages?
Yeah,
Are there
here.
text messages between you and him?
Yeah.
Are they like via the phone number, your phone number to his phone number, or the Facebook?
I didn't have him on Facebook.
Huh?
I didn't have him on Facebook.
You don't have him on Facebook?
Yeah, I don't have a Facebook
Okay.
anymore.
Do you have a phone number for him?
For Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get that for you for sure.
Okay.
I deleted everything.
That's fine. It's not his phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, you should be able to get his phone number.
You don't have his phone number though,
No.
but you deleted everything off of your phone since he passed away.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I deleted.
I
Okay,
don't know.
so
Not an answer.
okay,
I'd
so
like you to make the
so
conscious decision to
right,
delete
I
it.
deleted everything like from him because I can't explain why. I did delete everybody else's number, anybody who had anything to do with any drugs, any type of, you know, I've changed my life since then. I have really, really changed my life because that scared me. He's 38 years old and he had a fucking heart attack.
I don't think you.
You don't think that he had a heart attack? What do you think happened?
I'm still investigating.
I don't think so either.
I also don't think you're telling me the truth. So if we're being
You're
honest with each
entitled.
other,
You're entitled to that, but I don't. I think that there's something else going on.
sure, that's why I'm involved.
Right. That's validating as fuck.
I
Because
don't.
like
I
you don't
think,
just have a heart attack like out of nowhere.
yeah, and you also don't just wind up with two electrical transformers in the back of your van without knowing how they got there, and they were covered up.
Yeah. They were probably covered up to hide them from me. He was being very, very weird. I have so many theories as to what was
Where
going
were you
on.
supposed
He said he wanted to go to the hospital.
to? So were you that or after?
He was saying like, I don't feel good, Vicky, I don't feel good, I need to go to the hospital. I thought that he was just trying to get attention. I thought he was trying to like hit on me because that's what he did a lot. Either that or he was paranoid, he needed to sleep and eat or something, get away from wherever he was.
I think what my partner is trying to get at, we're going to find out what is on his phone. He doesn't have an patient private on
Right.
that device anymore. So
Right, yeah.
we're going to get into it
Mhm.
and find out everything.
Mhm.
I sure hope you're saying that whatever's on his phone lines up to what you're telling us right now. Or
It will. Yeah.
Because you're already going to backtrack now. And as far as how the Transformers wound up back there.
I don't know anything about no Transformers.
It just, and
I'm
you
still
say
trying to
you
piece
use
this
drugs,
together. I never admit to using meth. Oh.
So, you see what I'm saying? Like it just.
I don't want to. Right. I have a conflict of interest that.
What's that?
I have to be very careful about. I'm trying to get my children back.
Right.
Okay, so please understand that.
Lying
I have to.
Lying doesn't help you.
Well, it's.
Cooperating, and it will also go well for the courts or whoever it is that you have to go through. That it's not. I mean,
the fact that
it's not your fault that he.
Oh, it's not my fault that he died.
So that's
I
whatever your involvement may have been,
Right.
you just need to be honest about it in the front. Yeah.
Right.
That way, when we find out other shit on his phone,
Right. You're not going to find anything that would make me responsible for that. I tried to help him.
and I'm not saying that.
We're not saying that you're responsible for it.
No.
But I'm not saying there is a possibility, there is an assumption, right? There's part of me that thinks that you might be responsible for the transformers winding up the back of the car.
No, I've never seen those before.
And that, I mean, if you want to, that's fine. If that's
Right.
the story.
Yes, that's the truth.
Okay. I haven't gotten them yet, but I know where those transformers came from. I know all that. I know there's cameras and stuff up there, and they're exceptional. So once I get those reviewed, I mean, I hope for your sake there's no black van or your face on there.
Can you guys like keep me updated, or is this just a one-way thing?
Yeah, kind of a one-way thing until things sort out.
Okay.
We don't know what information you're still withholding, right? So if we try to update you and be honest with you and not waste it that way, then we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, right?
If I tell you I'm investigating Billy Joe Bob for this, and you're friends with Billy Joe Bob, and you go tell Billy Joe Bob to go to Mexico, then I screw myself out of my investigation. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Huh?
Kind of. I'm still trying to figure out myself though. Like I'm dealing with like guilt of everything.
Well, is there anything else that you can tell me?
There is a lot, but I don't know if I'm making it up in my head or if it's, you know what I mean? I don't know how helpful I can be. I wish that I could go back and do everything over again because I feel like I should have been paying more attention. I should have just told him to call 911. But would he have still baited? I don't know.
Is there any of Mike's property here?
No.
No?
Nothing.
Are you able to get us my phone number?
Yeah.
Right now.
We can wait out here. Go grab that real quick for us.
So I don't have the internet. I would have to get a hold of the person who introduced me to Mike.
So wait, I thought you said that you guys were texting and talking on the phone on his phone. So how do you
And his phone number?
on the phone and not?
I deleted everybody. So like I would literally have to download Facebook Messenger and reach out. Right. I don't have a Facebook account and I don't have Facebook Messenger.
So this is all as of a week ago.
Yes. I changed my life. I don't want to.
A week ago. You changed your life.
More than. Oh yeah. I deleted Facebook a while ago because of my DHS case. I deleted my Facebook. I don't talk to anyone. I mean, I'm sure y'all could get a search warrant for my Facebook Messenger to see, like, I don't be talking to people on there because I don't have it downloaded on my phone. I don't have Facebook. In order to get a hold of the people from that world, I mean, I would have to go find them and I don't know where the fuck they are. Or download Facebook Messenger again and get a hold of them again and be like, hey, what was Mike's phone number? And I could probably okay. Yes, I can text you. I can get it for you. I guess I have to download.
Yeah, if you can figure it out, you find this number, that's great. Shoot me a text message. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Vicky.
I do have some questions for y'all about my vehicle, just logistical things. Were there any damages to the vehicle done as part of? Yeah, by any of you guys? Okay, y'all didn't have to like damage the vehicle to get into it or anything? It was unlocked the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, and then can I get y'all's names?
Yeah, Chris Wilson and Shelby Simpson.
Shelby Simpson, okay. And you guys' badge numbers?
15-8.
15-8, 17-1. Okay, thank you.
Good night.
You too.